stairs here, but...
Hello, someone's watching. I'm just busy putting out messages to all the places where I'm able to post on my Discord channel, my friends' Discord channels. So I'll be up in the air in a little bit. Make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. Make sure that I've got the audio on, I've got the game audio on. Make sure that there's not a giant map about to appear when I click a button, because one of my options for streaming does have a giant map, and that will kind of ruin the game a little bit if that popped up. Alison Johnson, what a legend! To be followed by such a esteemed pilot. I didn't know what I wanted to fly, Alison, today, but I picked a Stearman because you were in a Stearman earlier. So, I don't know, the vintage plane kind of fits in with the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego theme. Hey, hey! Alison, since you're first here, can you just confirm that the sound's working okay? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Let's get in this thing. And here's a little clue. Well, a little bit of a clue is that I've got live time set. So as you can see, the sun is over there. I'm not telling you yet whether that's east or west, but it's either rising or setting, and that is live time. So can I see to turn this thing on through my fringe, and every time I lean forward, get hair in my eye. I've actually got a real fringe under this fake fringe as well, so, but I've usually got my hair tied back, but you don't tie hair this fabulous back, so it's out. I think I need to do fuel selector somewhere that I need to... There's only one tank, isn't there? Let's just see what this does. Oh, haven't used this with the new controls yet. What just happened? Yeah, 13 knots. 14. Yeah, it's a fair old breeze, isn't that? Is this working as... This isn't how it worked in the before the sim update. Oh well, let's see what happens. Are we? I don't think we're... No. Oh, hang on, it's got magnetos. Ah. Made one sound, then none before. The wind or the flight sim. Oh, come on. I've not quite got used to these controls yet. Right, yeah. It's a fact that, I mean, like before, I would just click it and then I'd move the mouse back and forth like that, and that would kind of do it, I think. I don't know. Is that how you're supposed to? I don't know. It kind of like strikes me a bit like a choke in an old car, but maybe I'm just kind of like... I mean, oh, started the engine anyway. Where's the fuel pressure? I think it's down there. Yeah, actually, I think I can tell that other people have, because you know, because when you move the cursor over something, it doesn't kind of like glow like that. No, don't go down. How's that? I can turn the mic up as well. I've got room to turn the mic up as well because I don't want it to be too quiet overall. Do. Hello there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hardly any game sound now. Okay, game. Audio output capture. Okay, that's game sound up and mic up. Yeah, they're both in the red. Better? This is definitely nothing on... Oh, okay. Yeah, just feedback if there's any issues with the audio, cause it's gonna take me a while. I've not been streaming for very long overall, and there doesn't seem to be any easy way to monitor the audio in OBS, so it might take me a little while to get it right. I did an entire stream. Oh, I don't. Uh-oh. Bit of wind. I'm getting too excited. Because I just want to get airborne. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have... Okay, we've got the tailwind now. So, look, if that's the runway over there, it looks like we might be taking off with a stiff cross breeze. That's going to be fun. It would help if I was an experienced pilot, let alone an experienced vintage plane pilot, biplane, plane that doesn't even have flaps pilot. And, you know, maybe I should have turned all the realism, or maybe I should have turned the crashes off like most streamers do, but I don't know, I like to live dangerously. My wind is to my right. Uh-oh. That was a little bit bumpy. I was a lot straighter now. We are up. And there we are, right away. There's the sea. I'll drop the occasional clue in here and there. So first clue of the day, that is the sea, as opposed to a lake. Does have trim. It's a bit gloomy here. I'm just gonna fly along here. I've got no flight plan. I do have a little nav map up, so I do know where I am. But other than that, but you know, I'll aim for areas where there's a chance of where there's a chance there's going to be some kind of landmark. So we're going to go this way, follow this river. The wind's changed and we've got an even stiffer crosswind at this altitude. That's a little bit quieter. And you've got a little compass there as well now, so you know, there's little clues here and there. You can use the compass to work out what coast I'm on, whether the sun's rising or setting. Don't even know where the sun is. It's really grim, this weather. I might turn live weather off because, you know, you're gonna see the time if I do this. Oh well, you might even see the time zone, but you know what? Doesn't matter. How's that? Thanks for the advice on takeoff, Alison. Four gathers, thank you for the follow. I wanted to make it challenging, but if you can't even see anything, it seems a little... Oh, the whole thing seemed a little pointless because I couldn't even like fly over any landmarks or anything and have people see them and be like, oh, I think I can work out what that is. Let's have a look behind us. Oh. I love that sound. Listen. Little things. Does make a lovely sound, this plane, like. So we're gonna head over towards this city over here. City, town. No. Why am I north by northwesting it? No. Get a bit lower. I thought I heard someone say that actually when there was flying steaming before, that it was the plane. Thanks for that, Alison. So how did your flight go overall today, Alison? I only caught a bit at the end, but I mean, I presume it must have been a long flight. Yeah, I mean, the house styles in this area should be... They should be kind of specific to the area, but we've got a photogrammetry city coming up, so that might give a little bit more away. 6 hours, 5 hours 11 in the air. That's intense. You know, you've got to admire the stamina of the aviators like Amy Johnson that did that. So that down there, I believe it might be a baseball field. Baseball's quite popular in this country, I'm led to believe. You'll never catch me. Haha! Yeah, we're in Japan. Well, well done. I mean, it's a testament to how good the scenery in this sim is that it's even possible to do this. Because, I mean, if you imagine doing this on, like, FS 2004 or something, there'd be so little that you could actually look down and make out. I've got my pretty little bow has the thing on it for the track IR. It's doing an alright job. I mean, normally I'd be wearing a baseball cap, but it's doing alright. It's a little bit shakier than normal. Twitchier, like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like fairly new back to flight simming with, you know, well, with Flight Sim 2020. I did get it as soon as it came out. I was kind of planning on getting it. I've had quite a lot of the other older flight sims, but the fact that this is so good for VFR and everything just makes me want to fly it a lot more. Like, I've probably, in the first few months, definitely by now, I've probably spent probably 10, maybe even 100 times as long in this flight sim as I have all the other ones put together. There's a golf course with some rather naughty looking hole designs. I'm sure they knew what they were doing. Or not, I do not know. You can see city centre over there, so we're going to head towards that. So we've got the country nailed down. It's just where am I? Where am I in that country? It's not a small country by any means. Some suburbs. No, we're not in Nagasaki. Good. It's good, but it's not right. Good, but it's not right. I don't know if I can kind of move the microphone closer to me for the okay. Sorry, I'm messing around with the microphone. Because all I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! I thought that was it. I thought... Well, that's no... What's happened there? I mean... What? Yeah, don't feud just yet. Start, damn you! Ah, magnet. Yeah, I think we're going down. I think the magnetos are off. I don't know. Something happened while we were during that stutter. Something happened, I think, and I don't know what happened, but I'm sure the magnetos and everything was okay. Shall we? We can restart here. I'll just click restart and we'll go back to where we were. Yeah. I think the little thing's going to appear. It tells you what airport I'm starting at. Ah! Oh no. Didn't... there we go. I did say one of the buttons that I could press would make a map appear. And that's exactly what I did as well. Okay, so we were in North Japan near a city called Sendai, which is one of the photogrammetry cities, and yeah, you know, we'll go back there because let's just finish off what I was going to do. Live weather's crap though. This is weird. You actually turn it to the right to switch it to the left, which is bizarre. I can see why people have gone back to legacy controls. I should do that. Oh no, it started on. This does there. Actually, yeah, what happened was my microphone, when I was messing around with it, it came unplugged. And that's what kind of like did it. Let's just take off like this. Legacy all the way. Yeah, definitely need to change that back. I don't mind the like little yellow highlights that appear and the little dialogue that appears to show you, because it makes it easier for some of those controls that have like you know, some of those controls that have quite a lot of different modes that they can go into. Actually, the little dialogue appears to show you what the you know, what the different keystrokes are for different things you can turn the knob to. That's kind of helpful. And also, like, an odd thing I've noticed, the yellow highlight that appears on the buttons when you hover over them is actually rendered in the 3D engine. Like, if you can see a reflection in the windscreen, or a reflection in one of the gauges or something like that, and you hover over a nearby button, you know, you'll actually see the yellow highlight pop up in that as well, which is... It's kind of cool. It's kind of funny that they did it that way. But, you know, I like it. It's a bit of attention to detail. No crosswind this time. Oh, quite like those little squeaks. I don't know how realistic they are. I'm assuming it's my rubber, the tyres kind of like squeaking on the tarmac. It's kind of fun. Oh, no, I didn't mean to. No, get back up. Yeah, it is. I really appreciate it as well when you turn the the quality of the reflections up to ultra, which, you know, I mean, I don't have a high-end gaming PC, but the few things that I have got set on ultra are reflections and the windshield effects, because I just really like it when you can see the reflection of the cockpit in the windshield, and unless you've got that on ultra you don't see that. Oh. Trim on this plane seems quite sensitive. I mean, I'm using a Cytec X52 Pro stick, so, you know, not a dedicated flight sim HOTAS. It's more kind of a HOTAS designed for space sims. So I control the trim using a little hat switch, and doesn't take much of a touch on it to have the plane either climbing or descending quite rapidly. Each click can be up to 1,000 feet. Yeah, so like this is one slight touch. Yeah. Oh. Maybe it's also that the steering maybe is quite sensitive in that respect. I don't know. Anyway, we were. Oh, the since update 5. Gotcha. So we'll carry on heading towards Sendai and have a look at it, because it is one of the photogrammetry cities. But, you know, I'll give a thought as to where I can go next. Look at that. If I can get this trimmed nicely and go into drone mode. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I'm gonna get this nice and trimmed and then go into drone mode. And take some nice pictures. I'm going to make some liveries as well, because I'm quite into making liveries. Oh. Is that racist? It might be. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, when I saw that picture of the crow there, it kind of reminds me of the crows in Dumbo. It is a vintage plane, after all. Is that another golf course? I mean, it's possible it's the same golf course we flew over before. No, it's not the same golf course, because I can see my old track on little nav map, and we're actually going a different way. So we're flying over parts that we didn't fly over in the first part. Climbing at a decent rate. It beats descending at a decent rate. So Sendai is... right, it's over there. So we'll turn over there. I just want to get one look at. This is my favourite bit on these planes. It's amazing the amount of detail they've put into modelling it, and especially if you see some of the Asobo ones where they've actually modelled parts of the interior of the plane's compartments that don't even operate. Like I was looking around the TBM, and they've got the nose cone baggage compartment modelled, even though it doesn't open. And yeah, I really do like the price. It's like, I don't have many... Oh, we're going over there. I don't have many third-party payware planes. I've got the Stearman. I've got the Husky, which is also cheap and really good value. And I've got two of the ultralights. I've got the one that's basically a dinghy with a hang glider on top. And then I've got the Nemeth Designs Aerolite, which was the ultralight that came out before Asobo brought their own, the top rudder one out, and they're quite fun to fly, especially kind of flying them around my home county in Northern England. I've got, like, you know, fly them around the Lake District and everything. And so I was flying down there the other day, not for real, on here, with on YouTube, with the one that's a rubber dinghy. What's the power solo like? I don't know if I know that one. Is that one's not in the marketplace, I take it. Sobo one. Is it like just another name for... I've seen the Asobo one described as a top rudder. Oh. I wouldn't mind descending a bit, but... Yeah, excellent. How's that one like to fly? Oh, you got VR. I would love to try that. Yeah. Yeah, and I bet those ones are really good with kind of like the three... Well, I suppose I got 3D sound in the headphones, which is good, but also the kind of like full 360 view and everything. Just to complete the effect, you know, you need to kind of have a desk fan, like maybe get one of them big industrial strength fans and put it on your desk in front of you. Maybe if you're really clever, you can link the power of it up to your throttle, so that as you throttle up, or even have some kind of app that runs off SimConnect and can I just opened the window. Some kind of app that runs off SimConnect and can increase the power of the fan as airspeed goes up. HP Reverb G2. Okay. Yeah, again you get decent quality. Oh, I think it's because I've got the my big LED light pointing at me. Oh, that's a big city. I suppose a lot of them are in Japan. You've got like a flat football stadium there, one that's it's not recognised as a... Yeah, I mean, I thought I was doing okay for a while with this. I've got a south-facing window right immediately to that side of me. So, if I'm flying in the mornings, I do have to... if I'm flying in the mornings, I have to kind of draw the curtains. I think Oz Flight Simmer will be doing something tomorrow. He usually does on a Sunday morning. But to me, it depends what he's flying. I like to fly GA. That's a lovely park, that. It's like if you look at all this kind of like urban kind of sprawl below us, but you've got like a really lovely big open space there to go and relax in with some hexagons. Look at those hexagons. Let's get in. So this is one of the photogrammetry cities. I think we can even make out where the photogrammetry starts if you look at the ground. There's like a bit of a seam. Yeah, no problem, Alison. But thanks for sticking with us so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to land at RJSS, and then what time are we on? I'll then go somewhere else in the world, have a little fly about, see if I can kind of go there without anyone finding out. I've got some other things. I can put this on. Oh, sorry to hear that, Alison. Yeah, definitely call the doctor. That's not it's not something you should be shrugging off. I sometimes get like random slight numbness in one of my extremities, usually a hand or something, or sometimes a foot. Yeah. Yeah, you know if it's not quite right, don't you? You know your own body. There, you can see the head runway over there. So I'm going to head over there. Oh, yeah, trapped nerves. Yeah, they can be pretty painful, I hear. My dad used to get trapped nerves all the time. Don't think I've ever had one. I think it's the sort of pain that I think I'd know if I had. Quite nice to have no wind for landing this, because I'm fairly certain that I would flip it if I tried to land it in. Even a cat's fart would probably cause me to flip this plane. And I'm cheating. I find it a little bit easier to land it in this view because I can see where the wheels are. That's an interesting little thing down there. It's kind of like a little ornamental park or something on a hill. This looks all laid out and stuff. Oh, we've drifted over. Music is something that I need to sort out for my channel at some point. I've got quite a lot of friends who make music, so, and I know I've got a friend who does his own podcast, and he uses sort of his friends' music and gives them a shout out. So it's certainly something that I feel like I maybe want to do, rather than just using sort of like the free music that you get on YouTube, and I don't know if Twitter has their own version, but didn't like that. Gonna lose some of the runway. Oh. Come on. No. Oh, cars. Let's go and land on the big long runway. I don't really fly tail draggers. I'm getting used to it with the Husky, but this is a whole different challenge. I'm just afraid that I'm going to flip them. Oh. Do. Coming in at a crazy angle. But it is an extremely long runway. Uh-oh. Rudder. Ah. Rudder. Whoa, that's a weird sound. Don't flip. Handbrake turn. Oh god, that sound is amazing. Oh, we did flip. I just want to ride over the grass again for the sound. It can be incredibly beautiful in the most unexpected of circumstances, this sim. Off things. No, off. I'm gonna go to legacy controls. Off. Let's just finish turning everything off. Is that the sound of the engine cooling down, or is it? This is satisfying, especially with headphones on. Okay. Good old clunks. I am going to put this on. Ooh, while I go somewhere else in the world. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with live time. That's gonna be like always the big clue that we're on live time. I'm gonna pick a different plane though. I'm gonna pick a plane that probably the plane that I'm the most comfortable with out of all of them. Which is the VL3, which some people find boring. I got complained at once when I did this in Instagram. Well, not complained at, but somebody offered me some advice. It's just like, why are you in the VL3? Why aren't you in this plane, or this plane? Ooh, I really like the liveries that came with Sim Update 5, where like each plane gets its own different livery. This one is kind of cool. Oh yeah, I was going to set the controls to legacy. Options, controls. I'll do it another time. Let's just get in. This plane doesn't have any funny switches with multiple options, so I should be fine without legacy on this. So how long have you been streaming, Alison? Seven months, nice. Did you do other stuff before you started doing it with Flight Simulator? Or has Flight Sim kind of been the thing that's made you want to stream? Similar with me, I mean, I'm probably still in single figures for the amount of streams I've actually done. But I think my first one was maybe 5 or 6 months ago. No, maybe not that long, but then it's been like really sporadic since then. Anyway, here we are. Lovely black and yellow design. And here's where we're going to take off from. It looks like Chesil Beach, but it's not Chesil Beach. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like first heard of you because you were often on sort of two tone streams, and two tone often kind of like mentioned you, especially kind of the. I mean, the first time I heard of you, I think you were halfway through the Amelia Earhart flight that you did. So I don't know if you'd done a lot of other stuff before then, but that was kind of like the first time I kind of heard and saw you. The Amelia Earhart flight was the first, was it? Ah, wow. Yes, I mean, you picked a good one really there, and it's, people. It must be great that people enjoy seeing you. Uh, enjoy seeing you fly and actually kind of like watching what you're doing. I found like with Flight Sim is that I started streaming, and as I said before, like must still be in like single figures for the amount of streams I've actually done, but I started streaming just because I wanted to and following other streams because I wanted what on earth is going on. That's a very static looking beach. Yeah, where was I? Um, yeah, I started streaming just because I kind of wanted people to fly along with me, and then I fly along with mostly with Two Tone and also with Oz Flight Simmer, but also kind of want to do things where I fly to places that I want to fly to, and then people will still come along and fly with me. So I was like, well, I'll have to start streaming. I'll have to start doing my own stream. So it's still early days. I can start this one. I don't actually need that. Where's the actual... I haven't got a schedule yet. That's kind of something that I'm still undecided about, like what's going to work best for me. I'm self-employed as well, so in real life, so it's kind of like fitting things around my self-employment, fitting things around what I want to do socially with my friends and family in real life, especially now we're kind of like starting to be allowed to do stuff like that again. I feel like I'm probably going to lean more towards streaming on probably weeknights. So when I do kind of make my mind up, I'll probably pick a weeknight and kind of just sort of stream once a week. Something like a kind of Tuesday night or something like that. There, just in case anyone wants to. Well, I suppose it wasn't zoomed out so far that people could tell where we were. Let's get airborne. Where? Actually, I like this because I can see where the runway is. Slight headwind if we take off this way. More of a crosswind than a headwind. But one notch of flaps. What about you, Alison? How did you kind of come to decide your schedule? Was it like basically working it around other commitments you already have, or did you pick a time that you felt that was gonna the people who followed you were sort of more likely to follow you, watch? My English not so good. Not that's something I need to kind of work on, is kind of getting all my words and things right while streaming work. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would probably do long flights either, although maybe, you know. Oh, you do long flights? Yeah, of course you do. You just, yeah, I mean, I don't do that long flights. Maybe a couple of hours, or, you know, I'd stretch to like 3 hours and set aside 3 hours to stream, but then you end up spending part of that time not flying. And, you know, if touch wood, I end up with a few people flying along with me, then you land and then you wait for them to land as well. So, you know, you've got to allow a bit more time. But yeah, no, let's just have a little look around where we are. Oh, I've got landing gears. Landing gears and flaps. It's like we're in the 21st century here. Oh, that's different. There's no co-pilot. How long's that been a thing? That must be Sim Update 5. That if you don't have a co-pilot when you're setting the weight of your aircraft, I'm assuming here maybe, then no co-pilot will appear. Look at that. But turn round and follow the coast up. See, it has, yeah, that's good. I mean, I wouldn't quite say it ruined the immersion, but you know, it always kind of, you know, when you've set things up and you're like, well, I'm flying on my own, no co-pilot, and then you jump outside to get a shot of your plane, and there's some random person who I did not invite on board sat next to me, but I so I'm going to turn around and head up the way to... I love the little fingerprints on the window there and everything. I find it like really good for immersion, and that's why I've kind of turned on the reflections in the window that you can just about see, because it actually feels like I've got a glass cockpit around me. So we are actually on live weather here, I think. Yeah, we are. Didn't do anything to the weather. I end up trying to wipe them off my monitor. Yeah. In VR, do you kind of try and wipe them? See, now I'm going to show something here. Do you see the reflection in the upper part of the canopy? So if I hover the cursor, let's just sort the engine out and get. So if I just hover the cursor over one of the buttons, so you can see reflected. Look at that. I don't know, it's rather a random little touch. You can see on the side there as well. And when this goes yellow, the reflection over here also goes yellow. I want to go on, you know, flying VR at some point. They are getting like more affordable, and you know, I am at some point as well gonna get a better graphics card, so it's gonna happen. Like, you know, like everything, they you know, they come down in value, and eventually it'll become, I mean, I suppose it already is becoming like a normal thing that kind of people just have. So let's hop outside the plane for a look around. Nope. Oh yeah, I've got global ship traffic, so I quite like that mod. Nice free mod where you get all the little in this part of the world, those kinds of things are popular. Look at that. Let's fly down low. Co. Getting warmer. It's not the Caribbean, but you're definitely a lot closer to saying Caribbean than where we were in Japan. I've got a clue that I kind of really want to say it, but at the same time it would just make it ridiculously easy. So it's kind of like it's kind of one that I'm going to hang on to and only pull out if you kind of like really can't get it at all. But I feel like you'll probably get it. There we are. It's got some. What have we got here? Mountains, lush forests. There's a coastline, and well, I suppose it's a sort of southwest facing coastline. Looking at the compass there, some quite high cliffs there. The you know, lots of houses. I wonder if kind of this is somewhere that people might come on holiday. So it's a decent sized city. There's a bay there. Mexico? Perhaps. We don't want to stay too long here. I feel like I've given it away. Those are some impressive cliffs. Yes! Haha! It's Acapulco! When you got Mexico, I kind of felt you would sort of figure that Mexico, coastal resort, cliffs. And I didn't even need to make any kind of cheesy puns about going loco. So, we've just gone 11, so there's another airport here, so I'm going to land here and then call it an evening. But, I'm definitely going to do this kind of thing again soon, because I think it's kind of a fun idea, and hopefully maybe get like a few more people playing along. Yeah, I mean, you're in the UK, aren't you, Alison? So you'll probably be either coming up to bedtime or coming up to I want to watch something on telly before going to bed kind of time. Up in the toon. Why are you, man? Oh, my brother lives on the toon. Oh, I beat champion. I apologise for my fake Geordie accent. It's something that I said to myself when I started streaming. I said, don't do any accents. Don't do any accents, you're bad at them and they could potentially be offensive and it just sounds stupid. And I did. But yeah, now my brother lives in Gosforth. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Alison, and also it was really nice to kind of like see or catch the end of your Amy Johnson flight. And where's it to next from Baghdad? Oh, hotels down there. I mean, what always kind of gets me is when you fly over somewhere that's had no... it's not been part of a world update. Bandar Abbas. Right, so that's kind of like on the coast, I believe. So yeah, you know, you're flying over somewhere that, you know, it's had no special attention paid to it. But here it is, you can see all the hotels down there with their turquoise pools. Nice tree-covered hills. See golf courses. You know, there's a fancy-looking hotel over there. Little S-shaped thing. You know, it seems very believable. I need to slow down. I think I can put my flaps down now. Yeah, I mean, there are the odd places that aren't so good. But I guess, you know, it depends on the quality of the photo terrain that you have there, and like, you know, Mexico's probably, that's going to have pretty decent quality, you know, big country and all that, especially somewhere like Acapulco. Let's do a bad thing and like dive. We're going loco, but we were too high, and we don't want to stay too long. And my gear's still going down. The green lights aren't on yet. They are down. It sounded like the gears were still. All of the runway. Well, take that thing out. Ah, the fuel pump's been on this whole time. Well, you off to bed, Alison? Be me too. Yeah, it'll be fine. Funny enough, I don't think I've landed a plane very much before. Well, over the last couple of weeks, because I keep getting these CTDs. So maybe that's me out of practice. Maybe that's my excuse. The past 2 or 3 weeks, I normally get a crash to desktop just before I can actually land. But no, I mean, I don't fly very many tail draggers, so still getting used to that. Nice trees. You too, sleep well. I'm definitely gonna do this again. My plan for scheduling, by the way, is that I'll schedule on YouTube. Twitch, I'll maybe just jump on just whenever, like, because Twitch is something that I don't really need to think too much about what I'm doing. I'll just be like, I fancy flying, let's go live on Twitch and see if anyone wants to join. I'm just gonna stop here. Night night. Let's do this proper. Oh, did it all in one go there. Is anything still on? Nah, we're good. See ya! Anyone else who's watching? Bye!